Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're watching DualShockers TV on DualShockers.com. We're here at PAX East 2012, checking out a little game called Heroes of Ruin with my buddy Charles here. Charles, thank you very much. We got a chance to check this game out in the past. I call it Diablo in my pocket. I hope you don't mind, but
No, that's a great way to describe it. We're very much like a sort of mini Diablo that you can carry around with you, play with your friends at any time. We really wanted to focus on sort of that cooperative play anytime you want to gameplay.
And now you have 4-player co-op mode that you can play in. So you can play this by yourself, but it is kind of geared towards playing with your friends.
Right, yeah. I mean, there's definitely a good core single-player experience there, but I think that's sort of missing a lot of the appeal of this game is just playing with other people and really enjoying it with your friends, with random people you meet over the internet, with any of those people. Is just trying to, go through a dungeon together and have that camaraderie that sort of comes out with these really large-scale battles where nobody really is sure what's going on, but they're frantically trying to survive,
And now Heroes of Ruin also rewards you for playing with certain people. So if you and I play together, we get certain boosts as opposed to playing with someone else.
Right, yeah. So we have something we call the alliance ranks, which whenever you friend your DS with another, or your 3DS with another 3DS, as you guys play together, you're going to be building sort of like a rapport together, and you gain experience together. And each one of these ranks gives you a different ability as you rank up. So we have 10 ranks of this, and at the very first rank, you might get additional health or mana or energy rather whenever you walk over a checkpoint. But later on in the game, you'll get things like increased loot drops or increased gold or increased speed. Everybody likes moving faster.
Everybody wants more loot as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really encouraging you to sort of build relationships with other people in the community and go out and play together.
And now you guys have done a lot of slick things in here. I'm impressed. There's random dungeon generation, random loot. So a lot of things to really encourage the player to come back and play again.
Yeah. We definitely wanted it to be a very replayable experience. We wanted you to be able to go in over and over again and just enjoy the game. I mean, we have random level layouts. We have random encounters. We have random elites that just spawn, and they're kind of like a mini boss out of nowhere.
And respawn, because after I died, I was faced with a couple of extra guys that popped up on the map.
Yeah, exactly. So even if you end up backtracking through a level, there's going to be even more for you to do. And that all just sort of plays back into like the replayability of everything. That way, you don't feel like it's a chore for you to go and help a buddy that's at a previous level than you are. You can just jump in, and it'll still feel like a new experience. It'll feel like almost playing it for the first time. You'll be familiar with your own character, but the world around you feels different.
Right, and you guys have a slick design as far as loot dropping on the ground. You have a quick view of what the stats are. If it's better, you can actually quickly equip it. And now, what I thought was pretty cool, you can actually quickly sell it as well.
Yeah. Because basically, what we wanted to do was keep the flow going, keep the flow of the action going. I mean, if you do go into a menu, I mean, that's not going to affect the other players, but we wanted everybody to keep playing together at the same time. So whenever you're standing over an item of loot, then it's going to sort of show you a readout, show you like how it affects your stats, whether it's better, whether it's worse. And you can just quickly, like on the fly, without even taking more than a second, just immediately equip it by holding up on the D-pad or immediately sell it by holding down on the D-pad. So you don't really have to, bog yourself down by going through a lot of inventory menus or anything like that.
And I was saying, it's also pretty slick. The things that you do sell on the fly go to a very specific kind of online, if you will.
Yeah, right. We have a feature called Traders Network, which is basically whenever you sell an item, it's going to go into this pool of items that whenever you street pass with other people that have Heroes of Ruin, it's just going to like freely distribute those items out to them. So whenever they go back into Nexus, which is our hub city, they'll find a vendor that's going to be able to sell all these street passed items. And we have around like 80,000 items in our game.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, just 80,000. So you're really gonna need as much exposure to as many items as possible. Otherwise, you're never gonna find that perfect item for your class.
So definitely you guys are pushing community, pushing the fact that you want people to play co-op, you want people to use the Street Pass and use the functionality of the system as well.
Yeah. I mean, community is a huge push for us. We want it to be a multiplayer experience. to that regard, we also have a QR code system to where when you generate your character, you get a QR code. You scan it directly into the community website, and you get like a whole stat tracking. It keeps track of everything about your character right there. And then you can go on our forums and sort of find other characters and sort of meet up and create parties to go out and just play together.
And again, functionality as far as the online, you guys are doing a voiceover right on there.
Right, yeah, we're going to have a voice over IP. So whenever you're playing an internet game, you'll be able to just immediately plug in a mic and talk over a headset. Or if you don't have a headset, you could just use a push-to-talk system using the built-in microphone.
I mean, it's a very impressive. You guys are a lot of innovative things, putting a lot into a 3DS, which again is very impressive. You guys have a launch window now, so it's actually June. We have a firm date.
Yeah, it's about as firm as it can get. We're looking at June 26th, and that's in America. I don't have a European date though.
Okay. And I don't want to neglect the different character classes. There are 4 different character classes. My favorite being the gunslinger, but there are 3 others out there.
Right. There's 4 total. And we got 4 save slots, so you can try them all. We got the Gunslinger, which is, very like a ranged rogue. He's very elusive, does a lot of damage. Then we got the Vindicator, which is, sort of like our White Knight character, wields a 2-handed sword, deals a lot of damage, and takes a lot of damage himself. And then we have the Savage, which is kind of like our big hulking brute character. He gets in there and he just destroys anything in his path. And then the Alchitect, which is sort of our magic casting gadgeteer character. She has things like a grenade that she can throw out and creates a vortex and sucks everybody in and things of that nature. So I think there's a play style in all 4 of our classes that appeals to anybody.
Awesome, Charles. Thank you very much. Here's a Rune is looking incredible. Can't wait for June right now. So if you want a little Diablo in your pocket, this is for you. We're out.